And let's welcome in the Gorilla Glue toughest player on planet Earth for this week from just up the road. He played his high school ball from here in Inglewood, California. So it's an honor to have here in the El Segundo studios on the phone from Kansas, the man who just helped beat Texas, none other than redshirt quarterback Jalon Daniels. He is our winner this week.
Woo! Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. That's the only word for it. Wow. All right, let's just start with, when did you learn you were going to start this week for Kansas against Texas at Texas?
So at the beginning of the week is when I really found out, really just being able to prepare for the game, not really knowing what was really going to happen, going into the Texas week. I believe Monday or Tuesday is when I found out officially, and, just really trying to rally up the troops, everybody had my support on the team, offensively and defensively, and we were just able to, go out there Saturday and be able to perform.
I should say so. 2 touchdowns in your career coming in, 3 in this game against Texas alone. How did you handle just stepping out on that field at Texas for a Kansas team that hadn't won on the road in conference since 2008? How did you handle the moment?
Definitely just the support of my teammates. Linemen like Mike Nowitzki just coming up to me saying, "We have you 100%. We're going to protect you up front. Just play your game. Devin Neal being able to play a lot of serious snaps this year. Being able to score touchdowns. He's always had faith in me since before he even got here. Talking to Devin Neal before he got here was definitely very essential for me and his bond coming into this season, and just having the support from everybody else.
And then let's get through the game here. So you're up big, but Texas ties it, and it's time for overtime. What did your coach say to you and the team as you were getting ready?
Play your game. Act like you've been here before. Just be able to, maintain what you've been doing, no matter what it is. Coming into this program with Coach Leipold, one thing that he emphasized when he got here was when adversity strikes, how are you going to respond? He goes by something that we refer to as E plus R equals O, which is event plus response equals outcome. How are you going to respond? And when adversity strikes, how are you going to respond to that situation?
I'm more verbal than math. I did better on the verbal than my SATs than math. So, but I get that one. I totally still get that one, Jalon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so overtime starts. Texas gets the ball. They score, kick the extra point. It's time for you to respond. You score, and Coach Leipold holds up the fingers for 2. Go for 2? Was there a conversation about that at all?
There was no conversation before we went for 2. I believe that Coach Leipold just has a great amount of trust in us as an offensive unit, and that just shows how much trust that he has in us as players on our team and just us as a program.
And so, okay, you go for 2. I'll be honest with you. I'm watching this. I thought the play was dead. I really did. Certainly since you damn near faded back out of the red zone. So, and then walk me through that moment for you. And, of course, the story that many people are hearing about this week is who you threw it to and who caught it. I'll give you the floor, Jalon Daniels, on that, please.
Coach K decided to call one of the plays that, I really had a great feel for coming into that week of practice. So he decided to call that play. I seen man coverage to the field, and I eventually got pushed out of the pocket, so I had to roll out to the right. I eventually was able to see Jared Casey, come in the middle of the end zone, waving his hands wide open, and I was just able to make a throw in between some defenders, and he just made a great catch for the game-winning touchdown. And I'm so proud of him, just being able to see all of the work that he's put in. He's in the same class as me as a walk-on, and that's something that I didn't even know until coming into this season because of the amount of plays that he makes in practice. Jared has made a lot of miraculous plays in practice, and the fact that he was able to come into the game in a game that he said he didn't even know that he was going to be able to play in and just make a great play, that's just something that we're all so proud of him about.
And it's his first catch ever. It's unbelievable. It's your first start there, right? You didn't know until that week that you're starting. You had 2 touchdowns coming in your Kansas career. You had 3 in the game. You go for 2. You beat Texas at Texas. Give Kansas their first dub on the road in conference since 2008 by throwing to a walk-on who never caught a pass before. That's all true, right?
It's really crazy because a lot of people say that he's just a walk-on and stuff like that. But when your name is called, and one thing that I always grew up with, the motto is a baller is gonna ball. Especially when the time is right. When you get that chance, take advantage of it. That's something that we harp on as a team. When your number's called up, are you going to be ready for it? And then when your number is called up, just make the play.
And did you knock him down in the celebration? Was that you or somebody?
No, that wasn't me.
Who was? Because somebody knocked him down in the celebration. Somebody took him out. So, I mean, this is just amazing. The whole country has seen this, and I'm thrilled that you're winning this award this week to know your story. How does a kid from Lawndale High in Inglewood get to Kansas? How did that happen?
Coming to Lawndale, had head coach Travis Clark, definitely a coach who was always on me, always wanted me to be able to reach my goals. So junior year, we were able to pull out a state championship. Senior year is when we lost, I believe, second or third round in the playoffs. Definitely a hard time to go through, especially since I had just won a state championship the year before. But mid-season my senior year, Kansas began to, just start recruiting me, telling me about their program and everything. And the week after they started to talk to me was the Texas game in 2019. And that game was a very crazy game, crazy atmosphere. Made it down to the last few seconds of the game, just like this year did. So, like I said, told Carter Stanley, who was the quarterback of that 2019 team, was that game was something that really inspired me to want to come to Kansas. Be able to help turn around a program with my teammates here. And watching that game, I believe I watched that game 5+ times the week of Texas game, and it just kept motivating me. I even spoke to my teammates about that game, and they were just like, let's go out here and let's finish what that 2019 team started.
I love it, Jalon. You get it, man. So, and by the it now, this NIL deal from Gorilla Glue that we're thrilled to be able to present to you. Is this your first?
Sir.
Is this your first NIL deal?
Yes, sir.
All right. What are you going to do with the glue? What needs fixing around your spot, Jalon?
Growing up, Gorilla Glue was something that I always had in my drawer in my kitchen.
Okay.
If I ever needed some glue, my grandma would be like, "There's some Gorilla Glue in the drawer in the kitchen." So, the fact that I'm able to be blessed with this opportunity, is just something that I'm really blessed for. Telling my grandma about it and being able to see the smile on her face through a video camera was just everything to me. One thing I will say is I like to make my family proud. Seeing the smile on my family's face, just motivates me to try to be a better person than I was yesterday.
So you're going to give the glue to your grandmother because you took hers. Now you give her yours. Is this the circle of life that we're talking about right now? Is that possible? Can we do that?
We're gonna have to see about that. We're gonna have to see about that one. I'm sorry, G Mama.
Well, just one last one for you. Is it? And I don't mean to, stir anything up, but is it possible you lose your red shirt here? What do you think?
One thing that I said after the game was I want to be able to build. One reason why I did commit to Kansas was to be able to turn around a program. At the beginning of the year, I also said that it was really about self-development. Being able to progress. No matter what situation it is, just be able to progress. And when your time comes, take advantage of it, Winning this Texas game meant a lot for us as a team, being able to build momentum and going into the TCU week, it's just a lot of energy in the building, a lot of energy from the offense and defense. And either way, it didn't matter if my red shirt stayed or not. Everybody I believe in this building has complete faith in me, and they respect either decision that was made.
Well, You're already there, man. You gave me an answer without giving me an answer. That you're very good. You are very, very good at this. Jalon Daniels, congratulations on your performance this week and on this award. I love hearing how you are connected with your family in this way. That's what it's about, right? Family, football, faith. People mentioned the 3 Fs, and now I learned what E plus what equals O. What is it again?
E plus R equals O. Event plus response equals the outcome.
Okay.
How are you going to respond when adversity strikes?
There it is. I'm going to pick that one up. I'm going to run with that one. Congratulations on all of this, and look for my call. I'd love to stay in touch and see how you progress in what your dream is and what your plan is.
Yes, sir, definitely. Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
There you go. Everybody, Kansas quarterback Jalon Daniels, this week's Gorilla Glue toughest player on planet Earth. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.